There's a lot of excitement in the IT industry at the moment. There's a bit of a problem. There's a bit of a problem using a Microsoft product. Now, this is not going to be a techie video. So I'm trying to reach out to everybody out there who might have their own email server in their premises or in the cloud, something that they might use to get web access on. So you might go to Outlook Web Access to log in to get what you see in Outlook, but in a browser. That facility's been hacked, and Microsoft are madly patching away, and we're also sending a lot of patches out and trying to reboot servers and do things like that. So again, I promise not techie. What happened? What's going on? And what's an attack? Well, let's start with what it attacks. Your Outlook. Outlook in a browser, OWA. That facility where you can open up Google Chrome, type in an address, put in username and password and get your email has been exploited. It's been exploited by a group called the Hafinam. And there's Hafinam, there's a whole different number of pronunciations. That's just one group that happens to have put together a whole heap of little tiny exploits, little vulnerabilities to be able to crack into these servers. And what they're doing is they've started with the US. Currently, it's estimated that over 60,000 servers have been hacked. And of course, they're now hacking their way around the rest of the countries, including Australia. So who does it affect? People who are running their own email server, who are using Microsoft Exchange. So you may not have heard these numbers before, but there's different versions of Exchange. 2010, 2013, 2016, 2019, and all these different versions of Exchange are based on the same core code developed by Microsoft. And of course, all of them allow email through to your mobile phone, a web browser, or to Outlook. If you've since moved to Office 365, that's all patched and dealt with. If you've still got an Exchange server running in your business, we're going to know about it and we're going to be in touch with you. So why is this a problem? These hackers have worked out a way to use that browser interface, or that what you see there, the facility that makes that work, to crack into the email system. They can read your email, they can send emails, they can receive emails, they can embed malware, they can do all kinds of nasty things to the mail system. They can potentially also use that to jump across and take control of your server. So we're talking about possible notifiable data breaches, we're talking about, well, all sorts of privacy violations, and they could send out spamming campaigns and all the rest of it. It's such a major issue that you're going to hear about this in the news, on the radio, you're going to see it on websites, you're going to see it on Facebook. Microsoft are broadcasting everywhere, stop everything you're doing and patch it now. And so we're in the process of doing that for our customers. If you have an Exchange server and you're one of our monitored customers, we'll have already sent you an email, and we'll also start contacting you and organise what has to be done. Some servers, it's a 10-minute job, nothing gets restarted, it's all beautiful. Other servers, 3 hours later, and it's still going. So every server is unique. Every server has different versions of software running, different facilities running, and of course affects different things. In the process, the server may get restarted, and if you're running anything web-based, it might also get restarted. This is an urgent issue. This is major. So much so that in the US, the White House has put out information to say that they're treating it as one of the higher priorities at the moment. It's up there with terrorism. It's actually very bad. Now, why is Office 365 not affected? Well, it probably was. But of course, Microsoft have known about this flaw since January, and they've been patching what's up in the cloud. And now what they've learnt with that, they're retrofitting back to older servers. If you have an older SPS 2011 server running Exchange 2010, they don't really support you anymore, but they have created a patch. It's so top level issue for them, they've made a patch anyway. And of course, there's different patches again for other versions of the product. So if we're in touch with you to let you know that we need to reboot your server, install something after hours or whatever it is urgent, it does need to be done, and we're trying to protect you as best we can. So this Hafinam thing, it's a group of people who've worked out how to hack into Microsoft products and thus try and take over your server. As I've said, we've blasted emails out to as many customers as possible. Initially, we just sent it out to everybody. Now we're fine-tuning that down to just those that are affected, and we are now also checking servers to see if anybody is infected. The chances are getting pretty high because this hole in the security is pretty large, And looking at the numbers in the US, it's highly likely Australian servers have been compromised as well. But not to fear, we're on top of it. So if we give you a call, that's what it's all about. If we don't give you a call, it's either you don't have the server that we have to worry about, or we're way behind because there's so many servers. We've got hundreds of servers to just look through and update and all the rest of it. So if you're worried, please do give us a call, email to helpdesk@btponline.com.au, and we'll try and help you through or book a time or whatever we've got to do to get you patched. Thank you for your time.